Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Cancer. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, so we have the Six of Wands. All right, your person's also showing up as the Fool, Aries energy. They're viewing you as the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And the connection, the Page of Wands. So we have strong fire, Aries, Leo, and Sag here, Aries in particular. I feel like this is going to be a fun, new, exciting connection. I feel like you two are going to have a lot of adventures together. I'm also getting with the Page of Wands, the couple that plays together stays together. And we have Empress energy coming through here, Cancer. So Taurus and Libran energy. This is someone who's extremely high value. This is someone who's very passionate and attractive. This is somebody who knows their worth and their value. This is somebody who attracts, they don't chase, and they get a lot of attention because of that. I feel like they're very successful in whatever they put their mind to, whatever they do. So I do think they're bringing a lot to the table. All right, and let's see. We see the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this person could be somebody that you meet online. It could also be someone who's coming back around to you. Now, my intentions, Cancer, for these singles new love readings that I do on the weekends are not really about reconciliation. My intentions really are that there's supposed to be someone brand new coming into your life. But for some of you, it could be somebody who's coming back around to you in some capacity. So you used to know, maybe you used to work with this person, maybe they used to live in your, in your neighborhood, maybe they used to go to your gym, whatever it might be. All right, and we see the Three of Swords. Okay, some of you, this is somebody here, there could be some sort of third party interference in this connection, because I can see this person gets a lot of attention. And with the Three of Swords, this can also be someone here who is feeling heartbroken or has recently been heartbroken. And this doesn't necessarily have to be in love. I mean, it could be they experienced some sort of personal loss. And it may be something that they're like trying to move on from or trying to walk away from when you meet this person. All right, Cancer, your energy, the Tower. So this is going to be something that's shocking and surprising for you, Aries, Scorpio energy, or you meet this person in some sort of unexpected way. All right, let's see. So yeah, I kind of feel like more than anything, this person is somebody who's in the process of moving on from some sort of grief or some sort of betrayal. All right, let's see what else we need to know. All right, this person is someone who's highly independent. So I do feel like they're single though, Cancer. They have a strong sense of self and self-reliance. Okay, and we see karmic soulmate. So they could have a karmic soulmate around them. This could be someone they have to co-parent with. It could be someone they share assets with. But don't let this label put you off, Cancer, because you're meant to learn lessons in this connection and help each other evolve, and they don't have to be painful lessons. I mean, this is someone who can teach you to love again, or teach you that, you can be open and authentic and show your flaws to someone and still be loved and accepted. We do get strong Libran energy. They're ruled by Venus. They enjoy beauty. Fairness and harmony in relationships is important to them. And we also see Pisces energy. So an air of mystery surrounds this watery sign, and though they can be quiet, their thoughts and emotions run deep. All right, so we see here, Cancer, that this person may be an Aries with this Fool energy. I feel like this is somebody who's a free thinker. They might be a bit avant-garde. I feel like they have a unique personal style. This may be somebody who really enjoys art and music, especially with that Libran energy. I feel this is somebody who's a bit rebellious as well. All right, so they're not afraid to do things their own way. Now, they could be ginger. Now, this is a really specific message that's not going to resonate with all of you, but it will be confirmation for some of my dear Cancers out there. And remember, Cancer, if a particular reading isn't resonating with you, do check out your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. I also like to look at my North Node. But with this ginger energy, this could be somebody who has reddish or auburn hair. It could be somebody who likes to use ginger in home remedies, enjoys cooking with ginger, ginger tea, gingerbread cookies, you name it. We see this person is very loving, okay? And we see your ex. So some of my Cancers, this may be somebody coming back around to you. Like I said, my intentions are that this is someone completely brand new. But for others of you, your ex has to do with this person's ex being around them. So I'm getting they might have a difficult co-parenting situation, or maybe their ex is, bothering them, or, still kind of around them in some way. All right, we see grandparent. So some of you, this person could be a grandparent, but I know that's not going to resonate with all of you. But for others of you, this person may have been raised by a grandparent or have a really close connection to one of their grandparents. All right, let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know about this person? What else do we need to know about this person? All right, community energy. There could be, this can sometimes be my third party card. So again, it does feel like there's some sort of karmic soulmate around this person, or there could be gossip around, this person, their ex, whatever it might be. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like there's third party interference. It could also be that there's always other people around this person. So maybe it's hard to kind of get each other on your own. We see courtship energy in reverse. Okay, some of you, this is a breakup that they've been through that's still affecting them in some way. And we see great fortune, but this is somebody who definitely has a lot to offer. I also think they're going to feel very lucky, very blessed, Cancer, to have you in their life. Okay. All right, let's see. One moment. I'm dropping my cards everywhere. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know about this person, or how else will my Cancers be able to identify this person? All right, they may go by a nickname. Your paths will cross during some sort of holiday or some sort of celebration. So it could be like a birthday party. It could be out celebrating a raise or promotion, or it could be some sort of bank holiday or federal holiday. All right, they've lost a loved one within the last year. That can be this heartbreak. Okay, this person could be a widow or a widower. All right, or this could be that grandparent energy that showed up. All right, someone they were close to, and your paths will cross after you make some sort of final decision here, Cancer. Okay, and this person speaks with an accent, so they may be from a different city, state, or country, or maybe the language you speak with them is not your native language, or is not their native language, rather. Cancer, this person sees you as really grounded, stable, and secure. Some of you might have some earth in your chart, but they see you as creative. They see you as somebody who's good with your hands, so you might be a great cook. You might be really creative. All right, temperance energy in reverse. They might be a little bit worried. They might be a little bit worried that you're not seeing things like the big picture. Like they might be worried about gossip. They might be worried about this, that you're going to judge them for whatever this, either this heartbreak or this loss or this betrayal or this ex that might be around them. They may also be worried. You might also be healing from something still when you meet this person. And the Justice card, yeah, Libra and energy, Libra and Sagittarius coming through, which you may or may not have in your chart. But I kind of feel like this person's a little bit worried that maybe you're not going to see their depth, or you're going to judge them on like what you hear about them, gossip, that that you may be, you may give them the cold shoulder. They may also, because both of these cards in reverse are my cold shoulder cards. So Cancer, they might feel like you don't see them, that you give them the cold shoulder. Maybe you're not interested in them. We see the Two of Wands energy in reverse, but you are going to be passionate about them, but you are going to spend some time looking at the past, either history that you have with this person, or you're looking back at this person's past, trying to make an assessment here about whether or not this is something you should move forward with. Okay, what else do they really admire about my Cancers? What else do they really admire about my Cancers? Wow, they see you as the perfect companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Wow, and they also see you as the God archetype, benevolent and compassionate, and recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And they also recognize you as this pioneer archetype, which is very similar to this Aries energy, you know, that I was getting. Like, you both have a passion for doing and creating things that haven't been done before. So kind of groundbreakers, a bit rebellious, you know, life path number one type energy. All right, with the Page of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sag, again, I think that the couple that plays together, stays together is coming through for me. I feel like you're going to go on a lot of fun little adventures. You know, Wands energy is also very, you know, sexy and passionate energy. But I also see you two being very creative together. And this connection forms through navigating a challenge together. Alignment strengthens through cooperation. Okay, so some sort of challenge might bring you together, or you both might, you know, if this is a coworker, for example, you might engage in challenges, you know, within, you know, the office. Things like that, but it doesn't have to be that exactly. And this person understands their capacity and communicates it clearly. Transparency builds trust. Okay, so they're honest about their limits. And an invitation to choose. This connection invites conscious participation rather than assumption. Yeah, so again, it's like, I think you always, like, you two are always going to be choosing each other. Right? Like, it's always a choice. There's no real, like, obligation. I feel like it's really important to both of you. All right. And we see this person as super independent, yet available. This person values autonomy while remaining emotionally accessible. Balance defines their presence. Beautiful. Yeah. So again, this person is going to bring you a lot of balance. They are very balanced despite what they've been through. All right. What else do we need to know about this person? Or this connection? What else do my Cancers need to know here, please? Okay, dreams come true. Oh, this is a beautiful message, Cancer. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. This is wish fulfillment. This is unexpected energy coming through again. So we did see that Tower moment come out earlier in this reading. So opposites attract, or this happens when you least expect it. And we see let go of the past. Now, this could be for you. It could be for them. It could be for both of you. It may be even really the purpose of this connection. Clear your energy to allow more love in your life, okay? And we see marriage. Oh, Cancer, this could be a connection that ends up being long-term. All right. And any important dates or times? Any important dates or times? All right, within the next 6 months, Cancer. And for some of you, it's happening this month. I am doing this reading in the month of May, but whenever you see this reading, it's happening between this month and within the next 6 months. All right, my lovely Cancers, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.